Speaking with John Nieminski of Bailey Road, across the street from the explosion. Mr. Nieminski, why don't you tell everyone what you saw?
Okay, I was sitting on the couch shortly before noon, and I heard the explosion, felt the explosion because it shook the whole unit. And I kind of had a hunch what it might have happened because I know that they were digging up the street and putting a new sewer line, and they had everything marked for NICOR comment, all this stuff. But when you hear something like that, you just knew it was what it was. And I immediately just stood up, walked to the front door, opened it, and saw the lady in the second floor. She was trapped, hanging out the window, or what used to be a window, and a couple of men standing there telling her to jump. And she was afraid she wouldn't jump. She was scared to, jump out the window, I guess. And you could see the flames had just started building up. Must have come up from the basement. I'm sure that's where the explosion started, because it was all at the bottom and then just worked its way up the unit. They just were running around trying to get a ladder. And finally, somebody came up with a ladder, got it over there. Just as they put the ladder up, the smoke started to swirl and envelop her. They disappeared for a second, and then all of a sudden I could see the guy helping her down the ladder. And as soon as he got to the end of the ladder, he picked her up and carried her out by the driveway.
Were these residents, or were these
These were workers. These are workers. There's so many different workers around the street for so many different departments and different companies now. These were just two. I don't know who they work for, but immediately they were there asking her to just jump. We'll catch you. I could hear her from the porch, and she was too scared to jump. So got the ladder, and then probably a minute after they got her down the ladder is when the unit just completely enveloped in flames.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really scary. I was thinking I'm gonna watch this lady die because she wouldn't jump and they couldn't get up to her. But boy, I tell you, those guys in the nick of time got that ladder up and got her out.
What were your thoughts? Was there any debris?
No, the debris, there was no debris this way. Looking at pictures that were taken, the debris mostly went out that way and then came back this way, across the street immediately on both sides. But I don't know if you're getting pictures of the debris on that field. It goes pretty far, so it just blooms, went flying.
And how long have you lived in Park 4, sir?
Since 1960. How long is that?
We'll give you a 51.
51 years, there you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.